Hey everybody, Transistor.fm has some new podcast analytics for our customers, and I wanted to show them to you. So here is the analytics dashboard, and some things are the same. We have average downloads per episode. You get to see how many downloads you're getting in the first 7, 30, 60 days. We also estimate how many subscribers you have. This is notoriously difficult to do because of the distributed nature of podcasting, but we average out your downloads, your first 24 hours of downloads, and give you a nice rough estimate of how many total podcast subscribers you have. Here in listener trends, you can see daily downloads. You can also see it monthly if you wanted to, past 90 days. You can filter it however you'd like. Here we can see the days that I published a new episode, and then kind of the long tail of that. That's pretty typical. You know, you publish the episode, everyone who's subscribed downloads the episode automatically, and then you get the long tail. Brand new for 2021 is this next section. So you've always been able to see a list of your episodes and filter them by popularity. But now you can click through and get more detail on each episode. So here I can see, here's day 1, we had 406 downloads that day, and then day 234, etc. I can also see, where in the world were people listening to this particular episode. But most interesting is the ability to compare your current episode with past episodes. So here I'll compare it to this episode here. And this one was interesting. We had a bump on day 15. So compared to this episode kind of flatlines, but the previous episode had a bump that day. 65 people listened who hadn't listened before. So this is a great way to, maybe if you're doing a promotion for a particular episode, you can track to see if that promotion is working. You can also see, what are the differences between different episodes? How do they break down in terms of performance over time? Okay, and down here in the podcast players section, we get a breakdown of all the different podcast players. You can see for us, Overcast and Apple are the most popular. I can also filter these if I just wanted to see, for example, Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I can X out all of these ones here, and now I just have Spotify and Apple. I could add Overcast if I wanted to. I can see how many people are using CastBox. So really nice data here. This is also exportable as a CSV if you want to daily breakdown and you want to be able to manipulate the data and generate your own reports in Excel or Google Sheets. You can do that here. And now if we head down to the next section, this is new for 2021, devices and operating systems and platforms. So if you want to know, are people listening using a mobile app like Overcast, Apple Podcasts? Are they using a desktop browser? Are they listening to the show on the web? Mobile browser, maybe they're listening to your show in Safari or Chrome on their iPhone or their Android device. Desktop app, Apple Podcasts has one. iTunes is still a thing. And then smartwatch, are people listening using their Apple Watch? If we head over here, we get even more granular detail. So how many of our listeners are on iOS, basically the Apple iPhone? How many people are listening on Android? How many people are listening on Mac OS, the desktop operating system for Mac? How many people are listening on watchOS, which is Apple Watch? And then how many people are listening on Windows? So really nice breakdown. And sometimes you can use this data for targeting promotions, targeting specific devices, targeting specific operating systems. So this is all right here in Transistor. And then down at the bottom, we have global listener locations where you can get a general sense of where are most of your listeners. For us, most of our listeners are in the United States. You can also break this down by state or in Canada and Australia province. So another really nice tool for knowing where are your listeners, especially helpful if you're going to target maybe ads to a specific geographic location. So those are the new podcast analytics available right now in Transistor. For more information, you can head over to transistor.fm and sign up for a free trial. You can even import your existing podcast if you'd like to try us out with, your episodes loaded into Transistor. Go to transistor.fm and start a free trial, import your podcast, and give us a try. Thanks.